Welcome to episode 117, soldier. This is Halo. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and of course on episode 117, there is no other game that I could have played except for Halo, taking on the role of the chief himself, John 117. Or is he called Spartan 117? I actually forget. Halo, this is one of the most iconic Xbox games of all times. We're going to be J117 in honor of the 117th episode and in honor of the freaking chief. Now, Halo is one of my personal all-time favorite first-person shooters, though in the interest of being able to actually play through the game to a fair degree for you guys, I'm going to play it on normal. I definitely used to play Halo 2 and 3 on Legendary back when I was actually really practiced with the game. We're going to go with normal. It's fun to go through these games with you guys and not spend a lot of time, dying. So playing on a slightly lower difficulty allows me to do that. Now I have so much to say about Halo. This is, as I say, one of my most favorite games. I have already lined up when I'm going to play Halo 2 and 3, and you might be able to make some guesses based on when I'm playing Halo 1 here, when those will be. But this will probably be a multi-part episode, and so you may see part 1 in the title down below. Now this is the Halo ring. For those of you unfamiliar with the Halo series, it is an epic sci-fi game series. It's kind of up there with Star Wars, I would almost say, and other people have argued that too. Though, obviously, Star Wars is the champ when it comes to sort of space operas. But Halo made a very concerted effort to really capture a lot of the space opera epicness of it. So here's the Pillar of Autumn. This is a human ship. The whole backstory for Halo is that humans are caught in a losing war with against an alliance of sort of religious zealot aliens who are intent on wiping humanity out. Long story short, essentially almost because of jealousy, because there's some evidence humans may actually be preferred by the aliens that ran the universe before any intelligent life, or before our era of intelligent life really came to be. It's a huge, long, complicated story. I can't really do it justice in this Let's Play. If you're curious, definitely go look it up. Halo has such an interesting backstory, though, they kind of retconned it and ruined parts of it with Halo 4, but, that's a whole nother story. Now, we've got our little backstory going on here with, we've encountered Halo, and we have enemy aliens on the way. Let's go ahead and jump forward because, we're not here to watch cutscenes. We're here to play the freaking game. So here I am in the body of the chief, looking around. Oh, that's no problem at all.
The disorientation should pass quickly.
I understand, soldier.
We'll have you battle-ready stat.
Okay.
Chief, please look around the room.
I'm just gonna skip this orientation section probably. It is neat how they integrate it into the game. So they give you options to look up and down, and they tell you how shields work and stuff. We'll get to all that. I'm just going to skip that. Who likes their controls inverted? That's just crazy. No, go back the other way.
Intruders in Cryo 2! Please, Johnny!
Sam! Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here.
Uh-oh. Alright, so we just finished running our diagnostics. I like how they built it into the first level of the game so you don't have to go through a menu system or tutorial. But some aliens, oh my god, they literally, I don't think that guy's getting up. You okay, dude? Dude? Jerry! No! Okay, so we are in a lot of trouble here. We have no weapon. In Halo, you take on the role of a super soldier called the Master Chief, and that is who I am right now. He doesn't seem all that impressive at this exact moment because, well, he doesn't really have any weapons to speak of. Though he might be able to, in a pinch, beat an alien to death with his fists, because he is super strong. Give me one of your weapons, damn it! I command you. I'm the Master Chief. Now, if you're wondering what the heck is happening, basically aliens are attacking us. Where, aliens are always up to no good in these games. Oh god! Punch! Hey, he just ran away! Punch him! Give me a gun, damn it! I'm a crack shot, trust me! I really am, I swear. Okay. Well, I guess this first level, you just kind of... They're orienting you to the controls of the game. Those are the aliens we're eventually going to be slaughtering like little pigs. It's actually pretty awesome to kill aliens in this game. So, one of the elements that sets Halo apart from other shooters of the time is these shield mechanics, the regenerative health. So if you noticed, when some of those aliens were getting shot, they had sort of blue glows about them, which basically means they had shields. And you'll see in the top right corner, I also have shields. It's that long blue bar. And when I get damaged, those go down, but if I hide for a while, they regenerate. And that's called regenerative health. Many modern shooters have that. I believe, if it didn't start with Halo, it was definitely popularized by Halo. Because that is one of the defining features that sets Halo apart from other first-person shooters. And actually, we'll talk about more of those as we get going here. Let's pause for a second and look at the glory that is the Chief. So he's being sent on a mission. We're basically going to go down to the Halo rings. So the Halo rings are these ancient artifacts that actually predate all life that in the universe. And so in the context of the Halo games, and that's our artificial companion, Cortana, by the way, she's going to live in our head. They're going to put a microchip in our head and she will be our companion, our mission guide. But the Halo rings, they're this ancient tech built by aliens that existed, I think eons or at least millions of years before humans even evolved. And so the idea is, what are they? What were they designed for? And that is the big point of playing Halo, is to discover this. In Halo 1, by the end of it, you figure out what the Halo rings are for. And I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't played Halo. We definitely won't get to the end of the game in this playthrough, but we're going to make a concerted effort. So,
loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
So he literally gave me an unloaded gun. Thank you very much, sir. For what kind of captain has a pistol for self-defense? Doesn't even bother to load it. I mean, why even have the gun? That doesn't make any sense. That is like the worst soldier ever. That's a soldier who never expects to get into a fight. And here we go. Okay. These are the little guys called the grunts. You can also beat them to death, which is pretty fun to do. Now, as I said, regenerative health is one of the things that Halo added to the first-person shooter genre. So you can see that alien there, he's got shields too. But we took his shields down, and then we gunned him down. Another innovation is the idea that you can only hold 2 weapons at a time. So back in the days of like Doom, it was totally not uncommon for you to literally hold like every single gun you could find. And it's kind of funny when you think about what would actually be going on with that character. He's got like a BFG strapped to him, and a rocket launcher, and a chain gun, and a shotgun, and pistols, and like all these weapons. Unrealistic, right? Well, Halo said yeah, and so it switched it around so that you could literally only carry 2 weapons, and you could choose whichever 2 weapons you wanted. And so as a result, there usually aren't weapons that are better or worse than other weapons. Instead, it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors thing, where like the pistol's good for like headshots, but it's not great for taking down shields. You got energy weapons that are good for taking down shields. Okay. You can literally go, and any alien you kill, you can take their weapon. So we can use this alien's weapon. This is kind of a crappy weapon that you can charge it up and take shields down like that. We're not going to dump the human weapons, but, so I love the idea that, like, literally any enemy you kill, you can take their weapon. That was one of the things that drew me into Halo, and this sort of rock, paper, scissors mentality to the weapons. It is such a cool idea that you can beat guys with one button press. You can like melee them. Oh, he's got no manners. That guy is dead. No need to showboat there, sir.
What the hell?
But yeah, the idea that like if you encounter an enemy and you see him using a gun that looks cool, all you gotta do is kill him, and that gun could be yours. That is like the dream of a lot of gamers, because sometimes you encounter bosses that have like amazing weapons, or like bad guys that have really effective guns, and you wish you could have that. Halo evens up the playing field and says, you know what, here you go. If you can kill this enemy, you can take their weapons. And that is something that I really like about Halo. One of the many reasons. There's actually a bunch more, but I don't want to burn through all that right away. So the aliens are boarding us, these evil alien scum. Their ships look a little bit more advanced than ours. They seem to function on some level of electricity or energy, I would say. Ooh, we picked up overshields. So our ship found Halo, but the aliens followed us to Halo. Now the aliens I said they were religious zealots. In this game, they are obsessed with the technology of the Forerunners. That's the alien race that existed before all other life did. And they're obsessed with it because those aliens built the Halo rings, and they were clearly more advanced than humans and the Covenant themselves. And so the Covenant kind of worship them as gods, and they are obsessed with their old technology, such as the Halo rings. That guy really had no chance. He just turned the wrong corner there. This guy, you have no chance either, buddy. Give you a little crush in your chest there if we take your shields down. It would suck to be these like little alien guys and be told to go kill the Master Chief. Because one thing that's kind of actually funny is that within the context of Halo, the aliens actually know who you are. So in Halo 1, I think they all speak like an alien language, but by Halo 2, I guess you have a universal translator or something because they're speaking English. And when the aliens see you, they're like, "It's the heretic!" And they're like, "The devil!" Or "the demon!" I think they call you the demon. It's actually hilarious because they will like yell things at you. And this is another thing I totally forgot actually, but one thing I loved about Halo was the dialogue of the aliens. Because like, let's say you're in a firefight with a bunch of aliens and you go into cover and you hide. Sometimes they'll say like, "Come out, demon," or they'll be like, "Where did he go?" And they will actually like have conversations. That was actually a hilariously cool part about Halo. We're gunning them all down here. Say something interesting or I'll kill you all. I'll probably kill you anyway, but I know in Halo 3, you could actually, there was like a way to unlock funnier dialogue from the aliens. And I'll never forget, there's two things that are the most hilarious things I ever remember hearing in video games. But there was like a group of brutes, which are a type of alien. These are elites that we're killing right now, by the way. These tough-looking dudes. Let's pick up an alien weapon, actually. Actually, we'll keep the pistol, because it's pretty damn useful. But we're going to use the aliens. This is their plasma rifle. But anyway, there's a group of brutes, and I sniped one of them, and I remember the one who was standing next to them, he like screamed, and he said, "Ah, he was my lover." Which was hilarious. And another one is when I killed one of these little guys, which I just gunned down right now. One of the other ones who was in the area said, "You killed Yip Yap! He was my best friend!" And then another said, "He wasn't Yip Yap, I'm Yip Yap." And they got into like a little fight, and he was like, "Don't tell me about Yip Yap! Yip Yap and I went to Nipple Academy together." Which, you know, in the context of the game world sounds a little dirty, but essentially just Nipple Academy is these little guys. Okay, a little Halo backstory here. These little guys, they are kind of like grown in vats or something like that, and like from a very early age. Okay, I'm like butchering this backstory, but there's something where like they're literally trained and they like suckle on like the chemicals they need to live out of nipples and like artificial nipples, and so there you go. I don't know. They went to Nipple Academy. Him and Yippee. Whoa. Okay, we've clearly encountered a slight error with my controller. I think I'm out of batteries. All right, and we're back. So I ran out of batteries there. Wait, I came in this way. Okay, this is the one downside about Halo 1, is it is a little easier to get lost than in the sequels. Went this way. Now we're going to hold on to the alien weapon. Here we go. As I've said before, if you're ever lost in these games, just look for rooms where there are aliens still alive. If you ever encounter aliens who haven't been killed yet, it's a good sign you've not been in that room. Just gun that guy with some plasma shots to the face. Wonder how much that burns. Oh god. Guess we couldn't make that jump. Hey, what are you doing down here? You go away now, and you. Yeah, it would suck to be in one of those alien armies. They're like, "You, go kill the Master Chief." And you're like, "I watched him literally kill every friend I've ever had in this army, and now you want me to solo him?" I mean, I guess if you're looking... Aren't there easier ways to have me killed? Sucker. I mean, even the elites don't really stand a chance against me. In the later Halo games, they're like elite elites, which are pretty funny. I don't know what you'd call them, but they basically wield like swords and stuff, and they're actually like pretty difficult. In fact, there actually are sword-wielding guys in this one too. We'll probably get to that level, I would think. Come on. Now you can, kill these guys in like one hit to the face, if you're good with your aiming. Oh yeah. Apparently the pistol in this game is notorious for being overpowered. That guy did not stand a chance. One pistol bullet to the face. Plasma weapons are a little better at taking down the shields than bullet weapons, but bullet weapons are a little better at killing these guys. We'll kill him. Let's go ahead and take one of these like crappy guns. So even a really crappy gun like this, it's actually going to be semi-useful to us. If we encounter a guy with shields, we can take his shields down in like one hit. And you'll see how that works. There's like health packs scattered around here. In the later Halos, they really embraced the regenerative health, and there wasn't even like health beyond your shields. After your shields went down, you could take a few hits, and that would even regenerate over time. So they really went, you know, full on into this regenerative health stuff.
The ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point.
That voice you're hearing, that's Cortana talking to me in my head. I'm not crazy. I swear there is a female artificial intelligence in my head telling me where to go. And can we turn on? Oh yeah, we have a flashlight. There we go. Illuminate our way. Flashlight's kind of a crappy thing to use when you're in a dark tunnel because it will just reveal to enemies that you're coming. So, okay. Can we actually exit here though, or like, what's the point of this? She was like, just get in this tunnel and hide. It'll all be okay. Okay. Oh, I want to go this way, I guess. So now we're in a maze. We're sneaking through the air ducts. It seems like every Halo game I've ever played always starts off with some big battle where like the humans are losing. Because basically there's just aliens boarding our ship and there's nothing that we can do here to stop them. We're just fighting a losing battle. We're about to die, guys.
Activating motion.
Or at least our ship is. We're going to live for quite a while. Oh, okay, now we have our motion scanner. They're like progressively adding more and more features into this first level, which is kind of nice. It orients you to the game. So as I was saying, you know, the two weapons is like one of the big innovations of Halo. Another one is that with one button you can melee guys. So in games like Doom you had to switch to a melee weapon. But in this, you can literally just press one button and at any single weapon you've got, you can melee someone. While you're wielding that weapon. So the quick melee is a thing, and you can kill guys silently with one hit to the back. Even the elites go down with one punch to the back. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, hold on. Overcharge this guy. Oh, and we missed. Okay, we hit him. We took his shields down in one hit from that green thing, and then we gunned him down. Oh, and another thing that's cool is when you kill the elite, he's kind of like the boss of the squad. The little guys scatter. There's so much personality and like intelligence built into Halo and even the AI of it. I mean, this is why this game, if you never played Halo and you're like, I don't know, like what's the big fuss? This is where a lot of it is. There's so much detail to all of this stuff. Even the two weapon thing. It really changed the mentality of the game from like you have to collect the best gun to like what is the best gun of the situation. And like, okay, I'm almost out of pistol bullets. Do I swap the pistol for one of these other weapons, or do I just keep going with it? Like, you had to make these decisions, force a lot of decision making into the game, which turned out to be very fun because it's strategic decision making.
It looks like the Covenant.
This is where we got trained. All right, we can look out here. That's the pod I came out of. Hey, those are some elites, and they look like they're gonna come kill me. So let's get the hell out of here. Let's shoot this guy. Oh, geez. He blowed up. Now, I'd already played Marathon, which is sort of Bungie's predecessor to this game. And I will say that, you know, I'd always heard good things about Marathon, and I'm not crapping on Marathon or anything, but just compared to Halo, I mean, Marathon doesn't stand up compared to Halo, I would say. Halo just strikes me as such a, you know, arms and legs above everything else, but head and shoulders, is that the phrase? It just sort of is like so cool. And Marathon struck me as like, it was a decent sort of Doom clone for the Mac, but didn't strike me as kind of neat as all this. So, but hey, maybe I'm biased. Maybe you guys tuned in and you wanted like an unbiased review and like, oh god damn, another like Halo fanboy. Will this stuff never end? Oh geez. We overcharged that guy to the face. That was more energy than we needed to kill him. Okay, we're gonna kill all these guys though. I guess we should have come out behind them. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Oh, he does speak English. He said, run away! He's dead! I just love that you can, like, have these tactics. And look, I scared them and they're running away. I love that the AI is so smart in this game. It actually really... It makes the game more fun. Now, I know that Halo is definitely known for its multiplayer. You're not going to see any of that today, unfortunately, because we all know I don't have friends. Actually, just kidding. I do have friends. And I don't have to explain myself to you. No, maybe I will do a multiplayer Halo video sometime. To make videos with friends, it just requires a lot more coordination. Learn to speak, Jay. And it's not something that's I just, you know, usually when I'm hanging out with friends, we don't always try and sit down and like make a video, because it is a bit of work to make a video. It is a little different than just sort of sitting down and totally casually playing. You have to be on, you have to think about things to talk about, you have to make sure things are recording, and if, speaking of which, I just peeked over my recording and it looks good. But you gotta, like, you know, pay attention to things, and it's a little different than when you're just playing casually. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. That's a shield that the enemies dumped on our ship. That's not human technology, by the way. Anything that glows does not belong to humans. It's definitely alien. Humans are very like bullet heavy and mechanical in their technology in the Halo universe. It is the aliens that have all the glowy, cool tech. Okay. Don't tell me what to do. I will go at my own pace. Now, I know this game opens up once we kind of pass this early level or so. So I'm kind of waiting for that to occur. Oh, crap. Did I just go back? I totally did, didn't I? Okay, so hold on. Go over here. See, in the later Halos, I feel like I don't get as lost as much. What happened?
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Oh, we're escape podding. Gotcha. I knew that was what was happening. I got it. And boom! There's something about being on the losing side of a war that makes fights more epic. Part of what makes Halo epic is that literally humans are being wiped out. I mean, they've talked about, for years and years and years, they've talked about making a Halo movie. It's never actually come to fruition. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. If they did it well, it would be a good idea, but it's hard to say if they necessarily would. I know Peter Jackson was involved at one point. And Microsoft would probably love to make a successful Halo movie, but the problem is if you make an unsuccessful Halo movie, people are not going to stand for it. In fact, even like a decently interesting Halo movie may not be good enough. You have to make like a great movie. Halo's one of those franchises, you can't half-ass it.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
In Halo 1, he rides the escape pod. In Halo 2, he doesn't even bother with any of this. He spends some time like literally jumping through space because it's more heroic. I think the Chief learned that like you gotta keep upping yourself as the battles continue. You gotta get more and more heroic with these things. Here's our epic load screen. We got like monks chanting in the background, worshipping to the gods of Halo. May it be a pleasant war. Do monks pray for pleasant wars? Doesn't seem like a thing a monk would pray for. So here it is, Halo. It is a ring world, which basically means it is like a terrain and world and all that, but it's actually a giant ring that was built, which is crazy when you think about it. I guess actually, if anyone saw that movie Elysium with Matt Damon, that was the remnants of the Halo movie. They scrapped together a new movie out of all the pre-production they had done.
Chief, can you hear me?
I think they have a ring world in Elysium that orbits Earth.
Can you move?
Okay. Well, this escapes... What a depressing second level. Literally, everyone who escaped the ship with me, they're dead. Or maybe they're not dead, and they're just like, shut up, he'll make you go on the mission with you. Just pretend to pass out. Oh yeah, we're dead. Pretend to be dead. I don't want to go on a mission. Oh, that's an awful lot of blood for people pretending to be dead. I suspect they may actually be dead. Alright. Now, I'm gonna imagine, or I'm gonna guess that we have to go over here.
I recommend moving into those areas.
I'm using a wireless controller. I'm starting to regret it because I feel like I might have to change the batteries again. That's the downside to wireless controller technologies, the batteries. Ooh, there's an enemy ship. It's gonna dump off enemies. into the environment. Let's not stick around for that. Oh god. Yeah, maybe I will have to change the batteries since I'm sliding all over the place. Let's see what happens. Oh, is it looking for us? Okay. It's like, well, all the humans are dead, just as we had planned. One thing that's actually nice about Halo as well is it gets away from the sort of square corridors of Doom. Oh, there's another enemy ship. We can steal those, I think, in Halo 2. Oh god, he sees me. Okay, keep going. Run, 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 run! But it gets away from the square corridors of first-person shooters like Doom and even Marathon and kind of opens the world up. In fact, originally, I'm pretty sure this game was designed as a real-time strategy game. And in fact, originally, this game was designed for the Mac. For those of you unfamiliar with the history of Halo, oh, that was a nice headshot. It was originally designed for the Mac. It was revealed by Steve Jobs at a Macworld conference. Oh, come on. Okay, my shields are down, so I'm like taking real damage now. Oh god, this is not a good start. Okay, we killed the big guy, and now the rest are running away. Now if you watch my shields, boom, they regenerate. I do need to pick up some health though. Okay, these guys have regained their confidence. They're like, you know what? We don't need Boss Man to kill the chief, and then they literally got gunned down. But anyway, revealed at Macworld originally by none other than Steve Jobs, this was supposed to be an Apple game, which makes sense because Bungie's first game, Marathon, was for the Apple. And in fact, that wasn't their first game, but you know what I mean. One of their successful franchises, one of their successful first-person shooters was for the Apple. Anyway, Microsoft bought out Bungie because they recognized how awesome Halo was. Ooh, look, there's a guy shooting pink stuff. We're gonna steal that gun, I tell you. See, this is the cool thing about Halo. You see a cool gun, you're like, I'm gonna try that. Just literally murder him and take it. That should be the motto of Halo. Halo, murder him and take it. In fact, Halo's subtext or subtitle, Combat Evolved, was not something that Bungie actually even wanted to add to the game. They were convinced to do it because of the marketing department. The marketing department didn't think people would understand that Halo was a combat game, so they literally just came up with Combat Evolved, which makes no sense. What the hell is Combat Evolved? I don't know. They definitely dropped it. Halo 2 was just Halo 2. Anyway, I keep getting distracted here. This was originally a real-time strategy game, originally revealed at Macworld by Steve Jobs. Microsoft saw the value in Bungie and Halo and decided to buy out Bungie and have them develop exclusively for the Xbox instead. So they went from being a Mac developer to a Microsoft developer, which is kind of like switching sides from, like, you know, the Axis to the Allies or something in World War II, or maybe the Soviets and the Americans. Anyway, Halo obviously went on to become a first-person shooter, went on to be wildly successful, and it was a very smart choice on Microsoft's part. I mean, after the first Halo, Bungie pretty much got all the support they could ever want from Microsoft, because really, you know, the Xbox was successful. Oops. Okay, we got our pink gun. The gun this gun is awesome because it shoots out. We died. It shoots out little pink, I don't know what you call them, projectiles, but basically they stick in enemies, and if enough get into the enemy explodes. It's hilarious, actually. And when a lot of them stick to the enemies scream out in terror, like, oh my god, no! Which again is why I love their AI. But yeah, the Halo really helped Microsoft establish the Xbox. I really believe the Xbox probably would not have been a success if it didn't have Halo, or it definitely wouldn't have been nearly as successful. Because Halo is really, you know, one of the most iconic Xbox games out there. It was a killer app. It was the reason why people bought Xboxes for a while there. So it was a smart move on Microsoft's part. Okay. It's not going as planned. Let's stick this guy with a grenade. You have sticky grenades in this game. Again, I don't know if they originated it, but they definitely popularized it. And I threw all my sticky grenades and missed. Halo definitely brought to light the idea of pressing one button. So in the way every gun can do a melee attack, with whatever gun equipped you want, you can also throw a grenade just with one button. So it's fast grenades. Again, these sound like minor things, but they really do change the first-person shooting experience. Okay, forget about the the cool pink gun. We're gonna switch back to human armaments here. I just hear in the distance, they're everywhere! I feel like humans are getting killed, and I'm just like hanging around a jungle, just doing my own thing. You know, they should actually be pretty mad at me. Chief, literally, where are you? We are dying here. We're defending this random gray structure. It would be nice if you helped us. Oh, this guy's just getting picked on. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Even the Marines, even the Space Marines end up saying stuff, which is kind of cool. Sucker! Sucker! I see you! I see you! Oh, and they die from the grenades. Which is cool, but also really damn annoying. Oh, shoot.
Yes!
Somebody pushed me, I swear. I didn't jump there. Some jerk pushed me off the ledge there. Which one of you bastards did it? I'm coming for you now. The other nice thing about Halo is it kind of periodically just sort of saves your state. I guess it's called checkpoints, and so when you die, you never really go that far back, which is kind of nice. Okay. I don't know if I should be fighting up here or just go onto the ground, because I keep falling to my death up here. Forget it, we're just going to walk around the base of this whatever the hell this is, this structure. What are you doing here? It's off limits to weird little aliens. Die, 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 die! Hey, that guy lived! Hey, hey, okay, now I'm like surrounded. This was a bad strategy, running into the kill zone. I thought they called it the kill zone because it killed boredom. And it was so fun. Die, eat grenades! There we go. One of my grenades got him, and then all it took was one bullet to the face. So it's interesting how even the enemies are pretty vulnerable once they lose their shields. I feel like I'm guarding, like, some kind of, like, just national park. It's like, you're protecting the visitor center of Yosemite National from aliens who don't like humans very much. Oh, look how effective this gun is. Just sniped them all. Jesus. They definitely toned the pistol down in later games because it was definitely known to be overpowered. This is why I've yet to dump the pistol. I've dumped the machine gun to try other weapons, but I've yet to dump the pistol. Die, 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 die! Punch! So here's a pro tip for all you would-be aliens out there. When an enemy literally guns down all your shields, don't throw a little hissy fit tantrum and rage out. Instead, keep shooting because he's probably about to kill you. We got the epic heroic music. I guess another thing to speak of is the fact that the music in this game is dynamic and will shift around depending on what you're doing, which is kind of cool. So when you're in sort of combat, it gets to be more epic style music. Dune 2 pulled the same trick, actually, way back in the day. That's a game I'm looking forward to playing at some point. One of the granddaddies, in fact, probably the first true real-time strategy game in the style of Command & Conquer and Warcraft. There were definitely predecessors, games that inspired Dune 2, but it was probably the first real-time strategy game. And it pulled the same trick where its music was dynamic. Oh, these guys are so annoying. You see those guys with the... What? There's guys behind me! Oh, it's one of the annoying guys. These guys are annoying because they have a shield. They have a mobile shield. What you literally have to do is chase them down and beat them to death. Now, what you have to do is, like, shoot them in their hand. So if you look on the right where they're shooting from me, or where they're shooting at me, is, like, their hand. And you can hit it, and yeah. So, those guys are the most annoying enemies in Halo, but even still, they're still, I mean, it's a very inventive type of enemy. I've never seen an enemy quite like that in another game. You can stick them with grenades and stuff. That's usually their vulnerability. And then if you don't kill them with a grenade, at least they jump, and then you can gun them down. Got these high-level tactics here in the game of Halo. Basically, a pistol and grenades. You don't get to flee. Let's try and I really want to sticky grenade someone. Oh, and I took a lot of damage from the fall there. We're totally going to try and stick someone. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, let's make him rage out, and then we'll sticky him. Yes! Yes! There's nothing quite like sticking a grenade to the face of an enemy. Except maybe sticking it to like his butt or something. It is awesome to stick someone with a sticky grenade in like multiplayer of Halo, but it is slightly disappointing as well that if you're the one who's been stuck with a grenade, even if you realize you've been stuck, there's absolutely nothing you can do.
They're coming in fast.
So here we go. We're getting reinforcements. The levels here, they're so dynamic. Like they're introducing... This ship is flying in, it's literally dropping off a vehicle for us. And we're gonna get to drive it around. I guess this is the combat evolved part. The marketing team was like, well, you got vehicles in a first-person shooter. It's evolved. Evolved enough. Now this ship, everyone survived. What was the difference between this ship and my ship? The pilot on my escape pod really messed up. Okay, so he's gonna be shooting. In the later Halos, you could actually shoot, but this is a two-person vehicle where one person drives, one person shoots. It's called a Warthog, boys. It's actually a pretty fun vehicle. We're gonna hit a rock. Oh my god, okay. Luckily, I'm super strong because I can just literally flip a car by myself. Come on, get back in, buddy. Get in. There we go. Alright. You can also run people over in this. I definitely have done it more than once. Now this is the original version of Halo. You can also get a anniversary edition on the Xbox 360 if you want. And I think there's even a Master Chief collection on the Xbox One. I actually don't know much about that. But the remake for the Xbox 360, they actually updated all the graphics, but they kept the same game engine running underneath, and you could actually press a button to switch between upgraded and downgraded graphics while you're playing. So if anyone out there has never played Halo, they got an Xbox 360 and they're looking to play, you can get a totally authentic experience with some prettied up graphics on the Xbox 360, and if you want to see what the original would look like, I mean, you can watch my video here, or you can... Oh, I can't believe I made that. Or you can press a button in the game. I forget what button it is, but it's in the menu somewhere. You can switch the graphical detail. So this is a Forerunner facility. This is built by the aliens, not humans, not these Covenant, which are these dudes. Actually, those guys, humans call them grunts, but they have a different name in the alien universe. The Covenant is an alliance of different aliens. Whoa, grenade! Look at it burn. We're going to take our time, gun these guys down one at a time. So that's why all the aliens look so different, is that they're literally different species. Like, this is a different species than the elites that we've been killing. I also like how the humans and the aliens have different names for the same things. That was true of Battletech and the clans as well. So for anyone who's familiar with Battletech, long story short, basically there's a group of humans called the clans that come and invade the universe from the humans who currently own it. And the invading clans have all these different mechs, and the humans who encounter them for the first time have no idea who these clans people are, so they call like one of the mechs a Mad Cat, for example. Well, the clans have a name for their mech as well. They call it the Timberwolf. So it's kind of interesting how like two cultures have different names for the same things. It's kind of true with the humans and the Covenant here. The humans call the elites, but I think within the Covenant, they're known as a species called the Sangrilai or something like that. So, yeah, it's kind of a nice little touch to the universe. That, I mean, it totally makes sense. Why would humans encountering aliens know the real name for things? They wouldn't. They would just come up with names on the spot, and there's no reason to think they would necessarily be accurate. Wood. Dude. Standing in a hallway taking a face full of bullets is not how you beat the Master Chief, let me just tell you that. Not that I want to help your side win, but... I mean, think about what you're doing. Boom! Kind of cool how those alien controls are like all holograms. We're going to create a bridge of light. This is like some really advanced alien stuff. Like, it'll be decades or centuries before humans invent that kind of stuff. Come on. I think this is the first-person shooter, too, where, like, I was legitimately starting to be sold on the idea that you could play shooters on consoles. Because, you know, growing up, I mean, I had a NES and NES and, like, other things, but I was a true PC gamer. Like, I played Command & Conquer and Dune 2 and Doom and Quake and all those games. And aiming with a mouse is just easier than aiming with a controller. And, you know, like when GoldenEye came out, I never had an N64, and I didn't understand friends who loved GoldenEye and insisted on playing it, because I was like, guys, let's just go home and play Quake. It's so much better. I hated the N64 controller at the time. I just didn't get it. And so when I heard about Halo and I was a shooter on a console, I obviously was skeptical because I hadn't had a good shooter experience. But Halo really, the dual thumb pads, you know, it's something I've definitely gotten a lot more used to as the years have gone on. But it is good. It feels good. I mean, I'm not saying necessarily that it is more accurate or better than a mouse, but they finally captured a way to put a shooter on a console and not have it feel like you're tremendously handicapped. So yeah, I've grown quite accustomed to shooters on consoles, and I attribute a lot of it to Halo really trying to perfect the controls. And you know, all the other cool additions that they made. I mean, this really didn't feel like any other shooter I had played at the time. Even in Quake, you would collect literally every single gun. Again, this has the 2-gun system. It has the instant grenades. It has sticky grenades. It has vehicles. It has open worlds. It has motion radar, which wasn't necessarily in games, or too many that I played. Again, it's not necessarily that Halo invented all of these things, but it put them all together in a way that not only was super polished, but was super easy to handle. And I think that was the secret sauce to success. I mean, hell, that's why the Mac was successful. The Mac didn't invent GUI interfaces. That was Xerox. And the Mac didn't invent the mouse. That was Xerox. And the Mac didn't do all sorts of stuff. I mean, they still don't. I mean, you know, new features on the iPhone are features that exist on Android, sometimes for like years before iPhone finally adopts them. You know, what makes Apple and Mac successful is not that they're necessarily doing stuff that no one has ever thought of before, but they're doing it in a way that often people consider very, very high quality. I mean, I'm honestly actually not even a Mac guy. I prefer Android phones to Mac, but I mean, the people who do enjoy Macs, that is what they like about them. So, there you go. And that's Halo is kind of the Mac of shooters. Which is an odd thing to say for someone who is not a huge Mac fan. But hey, I recognize the value of all technology and all games, my friends. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Okay, let's make him rage out, and then we'll sticky him. Yes! Yes! There's nothing quite like sticking a grenade to the face of an enemy.